What's up everybody? So welcome to a fairly short video today, and this is further to my video last week on the de-escalation between the US and Iran. Well, a development caught my eye today, and this is from Zero Hedge. It comes from the World Leaders Meeting at the UN, and it reads: though by now Washington appears no closer to military strikes on Iran than it was before September the 14th Saudi Aramco attack, a joint statement by Britain, France and Germany has brought the kind of international allied consensus the US administration is looking for. Goes on, the three European countries announced it was clear that Iran was responsible for the twin aerial strikes on the facilities, however, stopped short of calling for any military retaliation. Instead, it urged Iran to re-engage in negotiations on its nuclear and missile programs. The statement does warn of a risk of a major conflict and underscores making collective efforts towards regional stability and security, which includes bringing the Yemen war to an end, which would be great if the world leaders can bring that Yemen war to an end. That would be fantastic, but we'll have to see how Iran responds to this. So the statement goes on to say, the time has come for Iran to accept a long-term negotiation framework for its nuclear program, as well as regional security issues, which includes its missile programs. We condemn in the strongest terms the attacks on oil facilities on Saudi territory on September the 14th, 2019 in Abqaiq and Kuwait, and reaffirm in this context our full solidarity with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and its population. It is clear to us that Iran bears responsibility for this attack. There is no other plausible explanation. We support ongoing investigations to establish further details. Okay, so that was basically what they've said, and I have a couple of issues with this. So they're saying there's no other plausible explanation, though to be fair, it doesn't take long for a bit of a search through the news to find there are several other possibilities to what happened, and this is done by analysis and other publications. So I don't know where they're getting this from, no other plausible explanation. Okay, but secondly, even though they seem very sure that it was Iran that did this, they are saying we are still supporting ongoing investigations. So are they actually sure, or are they waiting to find some information? So it's just a few questions that came up in there that seemed a bit suspicious. Anyway, the article goes on. Boris Johnson has urged Iran to back a new Trump deal after Washington backed out of the 2015 nuclear deal in May 2018. He said, if it was a bad deal, and I'm willing to accept that, it had many, many defects, then let's do a better deal. This was Boris Johnson, the Prime Minister, speaking to NBC News in America. And the article goes on to say, this marks a sharp change in Britain's rhetoric on the deal with Iran, which up until Johnson's interview had been to follow the rest of Europe in seeking to uphold its terms. So very interesting. And I did find a little bit in the mail which was quite interesting at the end of an article. So Boris Johnson's most prominent friend in the UN was Trump, who may see Johnson as a leader with a divisive style and woes to match his own. The two men have significant differences, especially on tackling climate change, which is a priority for Boris Johnson, but the president was effusive when they met on Tuesday. Donald Trump said, I know him well. He's not going anywhere. Don't worry about him. Obviously that's in respect to Boris Johnson. It's been suggested he should step down today. We'll go into that in another video. Anyway, so it seems Boris has a new friend, and he certainly needs him at this point. This is the first real diplomacy from Boris Johnson on the world stage. How do you think he did on this? Is this what we want to see more of from Boris Johnson as our Prime Minister? What do you think? Comment below, like, share, subscribe if you appreciate what we do.